Thank you, TM Nikhil. So now we'll start the meeting with the guidelines and mission of a club. So a very warm welcome to everyone to the 202nd meeting of TMCL. So the the mission of our club is to provide a conducive, supportive, and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. And now I'll give several directions for the online sessions, which we all have to follow. So ensure that you are logged in with the correct name. It will help us to identify you easily. All speakers or role takers are requested to add the name of their role next to their name. All the guests are requested to prefix guest before their name. It can be done by clicking the participants tab to rename yourself. Know when your camera is on and avoid doing any activity that may distract the speaker. Please mute your microphone except when it's your turn to speak to avoid background noises from interrupting the meeting. Please unmute your microphone and start your video when the Toastmaster of the day or the table topic master asks you to do so. And let the host and co host handle all the controls. Now, I would like to invite on stage our presiding officer of the day, our club's president, Toastmaster Nikhil. Toastmaster Nikhil, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajanta, for dressing as the sergeant at arms. And okay, so this is, I mean, first of all, I would like to welcome all the people present here to this meeting of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. And so this is my first meeting, first address as the president of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, and I am very excited, a little nervous, and obviously, very, I would say, very hopeful for the next 6 months. And there's a lot of things that are going into my mind, and there are a lot of things that I've planned to execute for the next 6 months, and along with my executive committee that I have to help me achieving those visions, those targets, those objectives. I'm very glad that I have some very enthusiastic and um, active executive committee members and as part of the team, and they are all working have already started working in their areas very actively. And you must have seen quite a few things being shared in the group, and would probably hope that they'll keep the good work going and the momentum going. Having said that, now since we are already, running a little late, I would just go straight to the people present here, and just would like to address a few people before we get going. So first is obviously Toastmasters Tanmay, a very new member of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Would request you to please give a brief intro about yourself and the reason that you are with Toastmasters. Although I know you personally, but for those who don't, just a brief intro would do.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nikhil. And hi, everyone. I'm Toastmaster Tanmay. By profession, I'm a graphic designer, graphic and animation designer. And I'm here at Toastmasters to build my public speaking skills and also network with a huge array of people. So it's a privilege to be here with all of you. And I hope we have a great time here ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tanved, and we are really glad to have you with us and looking forward to a very fruitful journey for you with Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. At the same time, hoping for for you to be an active participant and take the Toastmasters Club of Lucknow to new heights. And along with just to inform you all, along with Toastmaster Tanmay, we have number of members joining Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, and I would just name all of them since they are not here. It's Toastmaster Sahil Sachdeva, Toastmaster Pulkit Gupta, Toastmaster Manvi Kumar, and then Toastmaster Hemant, Toastmaster Praveen, Toastmaster Vindhya, And so these are few new Toastmasters that you will see. Also Toastmaster Praveen, if I didn't mention him already. So these are few new faces that you would be seeing with Toastmasters Club of Lucknow going forward. And I would like to extend my heartfelt thank you to all of you for becoming part of this family and helping us be, expanding this family. Thank you so much to all of you. Moving ahead, I can see Toastmaster Harpreet has joined as guest today. So Toastmaster Harpreet, could you please introduce yourself briefly before we start?
Hi, good evening, Nikhil, and all the Toastmasters here.
Good
Myself, Harpreet Singh, I'm the president of our Hindi Toastmasters Club right now for this session. As a member of a Hindi club, it's a privilege to join you all in a English Toastmasters Club. This is my very first meeting for the English club, and I'm really excited to listen all of you for the evening. A very warm welcome to our area director, Toastmaster Jaspreet also. Nice to see you here. And I'd like to listen all of you for the evening and learn much from you all. Over to you, Toastmaster Nikhil. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jaspreet. You are already an experienced Toastmaster serving as the president. So obviously, I mean, that's what keeps us all going, that we get to learn from each other. So we are also looking forward to learning from you. And we also have Toastmaster Nupur from our Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Nupur, just request you to please give a brief intro about yourself.
Can you hear me?
Ma'am, your voice is
Hello.
very low. Can you please keep the mic more closer to your mouth? Sorry, ma'am, you're not audible. Is it just me or others are also not able to hear?
Not
Hello.
audible.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am. Now you're audible.
Hello everyone. I am Nupur from Awadh Hindi Toastmaster Club. I am a active member of Awadh Club, and this is my second meeting, TMCL Club, and here I present for improve my English speaking and public speaking. And today I am trying to play timer role also, and I also write Hindi articles for a site viklangta.com, disability based articles. And this is my little intro. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Nikhil.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and welcome to this meeting of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Then we have Toastmaster Tejashvi. Also, he is a regular face with Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, but I would still request him to very briefly give in a short intro about himself.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Nikhil. Am I audible to you?
Yes, you are.
So I am Tejasvi and I am from LTMC. But actually, right now I am at my home. It's my summer vacation period. That's why I am at home. And so I have decided that I will continue with this club. Actually, I have heard that this is also sister club of that club. And I found little improvement per after every weeks I found something new and some a little kind of improvement whenever I do this meeting. And this time I am playing a role of grammarian, and this is my second time. Actually, I have just played the role of grammarian as first time, and this is my second time. And I hope so that this time I do well, and after I do well, then I will get more confidence that yes, I am growing. That's all from my side. Okay, back to you, Nikhil.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tejashvi, and that is what keeps us all moving. And thank you so much for highlighting that aspect of Toastmasters community. One more person that she's already part of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow for a long time, but I would still it's been quite a few months since she joined last, so I had a chance to speak with her last week, and we can already also wish her a belated happy birthday in case you haven't already wished her. So it's Toastmaster Devika, who would be the table topic master for today as well, and she's she's back after a long time, and would request you all to please give a warm welcome to her as well. And I would also like to thank her for taking up such an important role in this meeting. Toastmaster Devika, just want you to unmute yourself and give a brief intro about yourself to the new members that we have since you left Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, and now that you are back.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhil. And sorry, my camera would not be, I think there is some problem, so
Yeah,
my
I can see.
camera would
It's okay.
not be visible to
Yeah.
all of you. And it was lovely connecting with you last time when we had a chat. And I'm also feeling blessed and grateful for being back to the TMCL family after a long time. And I missed this club, the members, and all they were so helpful in every aspect. And to all the new members, I have to say that this club is like a family, and you can always grow, you can always take help from each other, and it's good to be back in the TMCL family.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And thank you especially for reiterating the very ethos of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. And thank you so much once again. And again, belated happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And last but not the least, Toastmaster Amisha is from. I would request Toastmaster Amisha to please give a brief intro about herself. She's she's the speaker who would be giving her prepared speech today. So just a quick intro from you, Toastmaster Amisha, please.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nikhil. Hello, everyone. I am currently serving as the president for SRMS Toastmasters Club, and I have been a Toastmaster for more than 1 year, which I'm happy to tell, not among the Toastmasters community, but the people around, more around the Toastmasters who have not been here. So, yeah, that's all myself. And I guess you'll be hearing a little more from Toastmaster Suraj when I'll be there for the speech. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amisha. All right, so I think we are done with the guests and new faces in the club in this meeting. So since I am myself the Toastmaster of the day for this meeting, I'll take up the stage now as the Toastmaster of the day, and we'll kickstart the meeting. So, although just one more thing, I mean, a special mention to our area director, Toastmaster Jaspreet, and thank you so much, ma'am, for taking out time uh, to be a part of this meeting, and not just be a part of this meeting, for taking up such an integral role for today's meeting. And the very purpose of asking you for this role was to have someone experienced like you give us a feedback about the quality of the meeting, the conduct of the meeting, since, as I said, this is going to be my first meeting as the president of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, and I really need, I would say, a reality check, and really need to set a benchmark as to how we can improve, and how we can, how we can take Toastmaster Club of Lucknow ahead. So thank you so much, ma'am. And I would come back to you once again when I introduce you as a general evaluator. And so moving ahead, I would take the stage now as the Toastmasters, as a Toastmaster of the day. And okay, so once again, good evening, everyone. And I would request all those present here, please unmute yourself and give me a good evening back, please.
Very good evening, Nikhil.
Good evening,
Toastmaster
Nikhil.
of the day, Nikhil.
Thank you so much. Although
Very good evening, Toastmasters of the day, Nikhil.
Thank you so
And many
much.
congratulations for being the president for the
Same
club.
to you, sir. Same to you.
Warm good evenings, Toastmaster Nikhil.
Thank
Rock
you.
on as a Toastmasters and president of the Toastmasters Club.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. I would say the backbone of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, as he's serving as the VP head, repeating his term as a VP head. So thank you so much for taking up that role again. And you are such a huge support, I must say. So thank you so much. And I am looking forward to work with you and take Toastmasters Club of Lucknow to new heights. And okay, so manifestation, belief, any one of you would okay. Yes, Toastmaster Harpreet, I can see
Yes.
you have raised your hand.
Sorry to disturb you in between,
No
but
worries, man.
whenever being a Toastmaster of the day in Avad's club, I always request the available members to show their faces, show their videos.
That's such
That
a
makes the
great word.
meeting more powerful.
Exactly.
So
Thank you
I'd
so
like
much.
you to request them all, please.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jaspreet. And I think they have already heard you. Many of them have
I'm
shared their
Harpreet.
thoughts.
Harpreet.
Yes, Toastmaster Harpreet. I'm saying I think they have already heard you and have started switching on their cameras. So thank you so much for bringing that up. I am still waiting for some of the members. If you can please switch on the cameras. Okay. Ajanta, I know she's not in her room is not in the real, the very good state since she has come back after months to our hostel. She has informed me. So it's okay. I can excuse her. Maybe Toastmaster Jatin can switch on his camera. Toastmaster Manvi, Toastmaster Sanke, if you could please switch on the cameras.
I can, but also I have another request.
Yes, please.
If it'd be great if we could allow open conversation in chat as well.
In chat, I'm not sure. Let me check.
Yeah.
I can.
TMCL always encourages open communication, no matter what. I was about to say message Harpreet ji asking ki if you're giving suggestions, lead the way. And by the time I could chat, he already turned on his video. I missed it by whisker. Otherwise, I would have an opportunity to trump him in some way.
I'm not sure. I think I've by mistake done it. Can you access the chat box now? Anyone who can check?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think.
it's enabled. It's enabled now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
it's,
get
it's
do you get my
available.
message?
Sorry. Yeah, I received a message. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Tejashvi. So okay, so as I was saying, and anyone who would like to share what is manifestation before we move ahead? Anyone? Okay, so I would like to just tell you before that I do not have any script as a Toastmaster of the day. This you can consider as an extended president's address, I would say, and that's what the intention is, just to address the members of the club and the guests, and just share my experiences that I have had in last 6 months also, especially with my the contest journey that I had. And so Toastmaster Suraj had already requested me to give a TMOD session on the same, and when he asked, you better not reject his request because he's the VP head. So anyone who would like to go ahead and unmute yourself and please share your perception, your meaning of manifestation.
Okay, so I think I can share a very
Yes, please.
short story. So first of all, manifestation for me is bringing the thought and the thing which you have been perceiving for yourself into reality. So the story starts back in 2021, around August to September, when I was thinking about myself that where will I get placed in near future after 2022, like. And the city which I chose for myself, that was Mumbai. And after exactly 1 year of my like whatever courses and all the things, I just got to know that got a notification in which I found that I have been placed in Mumbai. So that was a story of manifestation. So basically, sometimes we do find ourselves into certain zone where our frequency and energy is at such a level where whatever we do think that has the chances to come into reality. So that's the manifestation. Over to
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj, for putting it up in such beautiful words. And I have my own definition of manifestation, to be honest. But before I share that, I would request you all to please, for a moment, please close your eyes. Please, everyone, close your eyes, sit straight and close your eyes, and start imagining. Think of a picture, something you really want in life. You not just wish, but you really want, and something that is practical, obviously. And I would not say if you imagine yourself as Superman, flying like a Superman, but something that is practical and that is achievable and you really want it. Now, please open your eyes. Now, what if I told you that simply by believing in what you just visualize and visualizing it again and again and again and working towards it consistently, you can actually bring that to reality, right? This sounds fascinating, and for some it may sound like, I mean, it's not possible, but this is something I have personally experienced, and this is what made me believe in manifestation. So what I'm talking about is, as I said, that I would be sharing my experiences throughout the contest season that we had in the last cycle. And so I was participating in two contests, like the ISC speech contest and the online speech contest. And when I started, even when I was in school, I remember that I was a very good writer. I mean, I used to write very well. I used to win essay competitions a lot. And then, but nobody really noticed. But then a new teacher came into my school, Mrs. Sumi Vipin. She was a teacher from Kerala whose husband got transferred to my city, and she joined our club. And I don't know, somewhere she noticed something in me, and she once asked me that you write so well, why don't you start participating in debate competitions and speech competitions? Which I had always wanted someone to ask me, which had always wanted to do, but I never had the guts to do it, to be very honest. As I mentioned in my icebreaker speech as well, that the first time I stepped on the stage to say the thought of the day in the morning assembly, I literally got sick and I could not complete it. That's the kind of fear I had in myself. But when she came and she encouraged me so much that I finally gave in, and I said, okay, there was this debate competition, and I decided, okay, I will participate in it. Although I was not sure what I'm going to do. But just a day before this event, I found out that I have been removed from the list, and I found out from another classmate. And when I tried to know the reason, I got to know that the class monitor, say the class topper, he asked the class teacher to remove me because he said that Nikhil will not be able to speak in front of an audience. And I had very mixed feelings back then. I was very relieved. At the same time, I was upset that because this is someone I had always wanted myself to be, that I wanted to be on the stage holding that mic like others are, and I wanted to address an audience. But at the same time, when I got to know that I'll not be the part of this team, I was very relieved, because somewhere obviously I was nervous and I knew I could not do it. Fast forward to multiple years, when I was pursuing my chartered accountancy, this was this orientation program. And this is something, that changed my life, because this 15 days orientation program, we were supposed to be involved in a lot of activities. And this was the very first day I promised myself that no matter what happens, I will step onto that stage at least once every day, no matter what I'm doing, whether I say anything or not, but I'll step on that stage. And as a result, I mean, there were obviously scenes where I blacked out, where could not frame my sentences, I could not speak. But at the end of those 15 days, I knew that, I can do it. At least I can say something when I'm on that stage, if not very relevant, but I can still, manage and weave my words accordingly. So that was something that gave me a lot of confidence. And then I moved into Toastmasters. But still, I knew somewhere that I lack the skills that are required. When I joined Toastmaster, I used to witness Toastmaster speakers like Toastmaster Nidhi Saini. I had an opportunity to take a session of Toastmaster Zahid, if I remember the name right, the previous one of the former district directors, I understand. Then obviously, I mean, Toastmaster Asanke has been there for such a long time in the leadership. I have heard Toastmaster Jatin. So, when I came across these people and I realized, that they are so good speakers, and I still used to think that, okay, now I'm stepping on the stage, but I'm still not at the level that they are. This is something that motivated me a lot, but at the same time raised a lot of questions on my speaking abilities, which I still have to be very honest. It's not like I've overcome all of them, but then this contest season started, and what happened in the contest season, I would come back to that. But before that, let's take the meeting forward. And now, to take this meeting forward, before we go to the first session, I would like to introduce our general evaluator of this meeting, who would like to introduce the tag team. So our general evaluator for today is a posh and POXO trainer who helps build inclusive workplace. She's a communication and workplace skills coach. She's a CBSE English faculty who has helped more than 5,000 students ace board examinations, has extensive experience of working in prestigious Delhi schools and also within Sun Times. Beyond coaching, she's also a writer, a translator, which involves crafting comic stories that impact ethics and values to young minds. She has served as VP Education and President of Gabby's International Toastmasters Club, District 92, and at present, she is the area director of our own area, Area F2, District 124. I'm talking about Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur, and I would request all of you to please give her a bigger round of applause as she takes the stage.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Nikhil, President of the club, Toastmaster Nikhil, and wonderful theme chosen for this very first meeting after which is happening right after the installation. So I would just want to say a little bit about this theme, manifestation, whatever you're talking about. Now, when we talk about Toastmasters, every new meeting, something quietly begins. A new speaker rises, a seasoned one wins. But beyond the grammar, the gestures, or the brief, what holds us together is one word: belief. So, on this note, let's begin this meeting, which, yes, you've already started. So, it's an absolute joy to return back to this wonderful club yet again. And today, yes, I'm there as the general evaluator, like I was long back, and I enjoyed it then as well. Well, now belief is something which converts each speech into a spark that hits deep into our heart, touches our heart, and we remember the essence of the speech long after, it's already happened. A belief also converts a guest into a member of your club, and a group of individuals, they get converted into a community the way we are right now. And your opening address did mention that it was an open proof of that, how the community is growing by leaps and bounds. And I am totally sure about the fact, the potential that you people have, that you are going to take this club to absolutely new heights, greater heights, and really looking forward to it, and am there with you for anything that you require from me as your area director. So now, coming back to my role for the meeting today, which is the general evaluator. So it is not just to evaluate the meeting or the role takers or the way the things were done, but also to reflect and to make all of us, even myself, understand what is happening, how it is happening, and not just the meeting, how the preparation started, what all went behind it, what is right now also going at the backstage, and how things are being taken into consideration and taken forward. So that is what it is: a careful observation and a constructive support. That is what a GE is actually, a general evaluator is actually supposed to do. Now, obviously, the task that the general evaluator has to do is a huge one and cannot be done all alone. So for this, we need a team, and I also have my team of evaluators and of the tag role players. So first of all, right now, I'll call evaluators, we'll call later on, but right now I'll call upon the tag role players to come forward and explain their role to us. So first of all, we have the timer, And the timer today is Toastmaster Nupur, who is a very, would say, a seasoned speaker from Awadh Hindi Toastmasters Club. She has already given her detailed introduction. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Nupur to come forward and explain the role to all of us. Over to you, Toastmaster Nupur.
Thank you, ma'am. I am Nupur of Awadh Hindi Toastmaster Club. Today I am playing the role of timer. Hello, dear Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. As timer, I will time the table topics, speakers, journal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert of the time they have left using the green. Can I share my screen? Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
I will also alert of the time they have left using the green card, yellow card, and red card. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. And prepared speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes, I will raise green card. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I will raise yellow card. And 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. I will present my timer report when called upon by the journal evaluator during the evaluation session. Thank you. Over to you, journal evaluator, Jaspreet ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, timer Toastmaster Nupur. Now, just wanting to confirm quickly, we have as the hour counter Toastmaster Tanmay. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, for the role of the hour counter, I would like to call forward Toastmaster Tanmay. Toastmaster Tanmay, who's a passionate graphic and animation designer with an interest in public speaking, he joined Toastmasters to improve his skills and build cordial connections. You are absolutely at the right place, Toastmaster Tanmay. Over to you. Please explain your role to us.
I hope my camera is clearly visible.
No, it's not.
Is it not visible?
So for the time being, I would request you to just switch off the camera and speak about the role, and
Yeah,
then you
sure.
can sit up.
So fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, as the hour counter, my role is to ensure and pay close attention to the usage of filler words and sounds such as well, so, like, and other repetitive sounds that we unconsciously speak during our speech. So, like the way I spoke right now, so, like, these two words, these are filler words that need to be avoided. Instead of this, what you can do is you can take a 1 second pause or a 2 second pause to think through your thoughts and then convey your message. This will ensure that there is a minimum usage of filler words in your speech. I will present my report at the end of the speech when called by the general evaluator. My report would look similar to this. Thank you so much. All the best to each and every speaker. Over to you, general evaluator, for the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tanmay. Now we move on to the grammarian for today, that is Toastmaster Tejasvi. Although he's given his introduction, just a little bit more I would like to add. He's pursuing his BBA and he's, apart from that, interested in running and exercises. He likes to study history, politics, and geopolitics. He believes if anyone is good at speaking skills, he or she can survive anywhere in the world. Absolutely well said, Toastmaster Tejasvi. Over to you. Please explain the role.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Sorry, just breathe. As a grammarian, my role is to notice the uses of good and bad uses of grammar. If any speaker uses good words, I will notice it and I will tell that everyone should do like that. And if anyone uses bad uses of grammarian, to avoid this, I will not take his or her name, but I will tell about that what are the areas where it need to be improved, because it is my responsibility that actually it's happened that a true and good communications heavily depend on the words and the phrases that speakers has chooses. So as a grammarian, my role is to notice on the uses of words. And for this, and at the last of meeting, I will give you my reports to General Evaluator, Toastmaster Jasprit. And before that, I would like to introduce my today's word of the day. And word of the day is lucid. Lucid is something that is clear and easy to understand. Means it can be called as rational. Means take the example like any professor has given a lucid explanation on the topic. Means like that professor he gives a clear and concise and rational explanation of that topic that it's become easy to understand. This is the word of the day, and I would like to encourage everyone to use the word of the day, because the idea is to add one vocab in their memories at every single time when they come to this meeting. Okay, thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Jaspreet.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tejasvi, for this lucid description of your role. And now I would request you to put the word and the right usage, or probably a sentence as an example, in the chat box so that it's there for everybody as reference and they can use it. So thank you very much. So this was my tag team. And myself with my team, will be looking, observing, noting down each and everything. And towards the end of the meeting, when called forward by the Toastmaster of the day, we'll be here right back and will present our report to you. And now with this, I look forward to a meeting full of fun, learning, and a lot of manifestation. So let's dive into a very, very magical meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Nikhil. Please go ahead and create that magic.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator, and your tag team for explaining your roles in such a lucid manner. And hopefully we'll be able to use the word of the day more often in this meeting. I would encourage all the members to please use the word of the day. Now moving forward, so since as I was saying, that when I joined Toastmasters, I was very I would say I was very impressed by the likes of Zahid Hussain. So there was this event where I got an opportunity to hear to him, and he was just talking about his normal life, day-to-day activities, and it looked like he's giving a prepared speech. It was so flawless. Like I'm trying to talk about my life right now, but it's still, I have to still think of the moments that happened. But when he was addressing this keynote speech that he gave, it is still, etched in my mind, and I can still recall the amount of flawlessness that he had in his speech. And I used to wonder that, will I ever be able to match these standards? And then, there was this speech by Toastmaster Nidhi Sani when she was competing at the semi-finals in the international speech contest. And again, I mean, I used to wonder that I did join Toastmasters for these things. I never thought of contests or trophies. All I wanted to speak confidently like these speakers without fumbling, without freezing. And it looked like like a target that is way out of my reach. But I would say, I mean, obviously I'm not perfect, as you may be, as it is very evident. But as over time I kept showing up, I kept learning from these stalwarts, I kept learning from the mentors that I had in Toastmasters Club of Lucknow and my earlier club, Noida Expressway Toastmasters Club. I this belief, the reason that I chose this word to be the theme of today's meeting, this belief in me started building. And I have been, I would say, I mean, there are certain things in my life I'm very pessimistic about. Although I try to portray myself as a very optimistic person, but there are a few things that keep me, that hold me back a lot. Probably if Toastmaster Smita would have been here, she would have related to this a lot because she has been my mentor throughout this this contest season, and she knows a lot about about me than most of the members that are present here, and that is where she helped me a lot. I remember her calling me again and again, Nikhil, do not hold back. That I think she has repeated that sentence probably 500 times in all those mentoring sessions, because my speech, in fact, in case you all have heard, uh, it was very personal, very emotional speech for me. As I was talking about my parents, and as I was talking about the fear of losing our parents, but it's still somewhere I believe, I mean, I was not able to open up because it's a very sensitive topic. And that's what she said, Nikhil, believe in your speech, believe in your emotions, and let them flow. And that is something I think we spend 90% of our time, not on the content, not on the delivery, but trying to bring those emotions to the front and not just letting it be a part of this speech, for not and not just making the people, the publics who are listening to the speech feel those emotions, because my speech was all about those emotions, be it the fear, be it the loneliness, be it the emotional gap between me and my father. So there was certain things, and that is what I mean, when it's not just a speech, even in life, when we want to achieve something, belief is very important. Belief and manifestation is what helps us to turn our imagination, our thoughts into reality. And as I was saying, that this manifestation, this belief has turned my fear into my biggest success that I have had so far in my life. I mean, to be very honest, before this contest season, I would be very honest, I had never received even a single trophy in my life. Not even a single trophy. And I think Toastmaster Jatin was the area director, and he would I mean, he would obviously be knowing that I would say I can count on my fingers. Ref- I received around 4 or 5 trophies in this particular season itself. At least 4, I guess. So, I mean, this has been such a big turnaround for me. And I always used to crave for trophies, to be very honest, because my siblings were so good. Someone was winning trophies in dancing, someone was winning trophies in drama, someone was winning trophies in studies, and I was the only person who did not have even a single trophy in my home. So I think, this belief really helped me to turn around my whole uh, journey as someone who has not achieved anything in life to achieving so much in this very area in such a short period of time. And my mentor has had a lot of has had a big role to play in that. I really hoped she would be here today when I talk about her, but she had some meetings and she's not here. But I would still like to you know speak about her, but I think we can move to the next segment before that. And today, because we are focusing so much on belief and manifestation, so let's just try to make this session not just about speeches or just about roles, but about the about planting some more seeds of belief in our life, manifesting about the the ideas that the speaker is going to talk about today, be it through words, through her presence, or through the clarity of intention. And to introduce her, I would like to call upon the stage the evaluator of today, who would be evaluating Toastmaster Amisha today. So her evaluator is Toastmaster Asankhya Vishwamohan, who has been part of Toastmasters for last 7-8 years now, who has served as area director, who has served as division director, as ACGD, who has for the last cycle, who was serving as the district's chief judge, currently who is serving as the district administration manager. And I can probably have to read out the roles that he has played in this long journey of Toastmasters, someone who leads from the front, someone who makes things happen, and who's always there to help you whenever you need him. He's the very reason that I am in Toastmasters, as I was mentioning earlier. He literally pursued me for 4-5 years, I would say, to make me enroll in Toastmasters, and I think I owe a lot to where I am today to him. So now, moving forward, I would like to hand over the stage to the evaluator of Toastmaster Amisha Varchne. Toastmaster Asankhya Vishwamohan, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nikhil, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. A special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Amisha. Toastmaster Amisha is presently serving as the president of SRMS Toastmasters Club. She is one of the charter EC members of SRMS that started almost a year back now, and she is the one leading the way. She has just started a corporate journey working with a finance-based firm based out of Bareilly. A little about her project details, if I may go ahead. Just allow me a second. Yeah. So she will be delivering her level 3 project, elective project, that is connecting with storytelling. The timing for the speech will be 5 to 7 minutes. Please make a note. I will be back upon on the stage evaluating her as and when called upon by the general evaluator towards the end. And with this, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Amisha. Toastmaster Amisha Varchne. Nap now, lose later. Nap now, lose later. Toastmaster Amisha Varchne, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sankit. Can you please confirm if I'm clearly audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Long before smartphones, OTT platforms, BGMI, and food delivery apps, the forest animals had to entertain themselves the old-fashioned way, with races, stories, and occasional mango stealing contests. One of the most legendary stories our grandparents and maybe parents loved to tell us was about the race between the overconfident hare and the humble tortoise. But let me share the another version that they didn't mention always. Once upon a time, in a peaceful forest community, which probably had better wildfire than we do, there lived a hare who thought he was the ultimate influencer of the animal kingdom. He had followers, literally followers. Every time he hopped, a bunch of squirrels would cheer, "Go, bro, go!" The hare loved to show off his speed. He had posted leaf posters everywhere. Fast runner in the forest, DM for training tips. For those who don't know, even I didn't know, DM means direct message. So one day, he got so full of himself that he declared, "I am so fast, I could run 3 races before you blink. I could take a nap, eat lunch, update my Instagram story, and will still win." So the tortoise was usually busy minding his own business, sipping a herbal tea and practicing yoga. Probably the fitness guru of his time heard this noise. He quietly said, "Speed is good, but consistency wins the race." So, of course, the hare laughed and he nearly sprained his fluffy tail. You race me, please, over time. My grandma walks faster than you. But the tortoise smiled. Let's race tomorrow. Okay. So next day, the race began. As expected, the hare zoomed off. Thus flying, squirrels cheering, selfies being taken. The tortoise, he just plodded along. Step by step, humming an old tune about patience. Halfway through, the hare thought, this tortoise is slower than the network on the rainy days. Maybe I'll just take a nap under this tree and scroll a bit. Okay, that was the mistake. He fell asleep longer than intended. In his defense, it had to be 5 minutes, obviously, but the nap turned into a 3 hour long, relaxing nap. Meanwhile, the tortoise kept going, slowly, steadily, no distractions, no checking lights, but he kept going on. No comparing his pace with others. When the hare finally woke up, the tortoise was already near the finish line. The hare sprinted, but it was too late. The tortoise crossed the line, smiling, peaceful as ever. The forest cheered, yo, tortoise, yo! Not because the tortoise was faster, but because he proved something important. Yes. In the world obsessed with speed, it's focus, consistency, and patience that truly matters. And that truly actually helps you win the race. It's fine to move fast, but don't burn out. Don't get distracted. Or maybe chase for the gratification. And this life is not about who gets there first. It never meant you had to be first. You always had to win the races. You always have to be on top. No, but it was always about who keeps going no matter what. Maybe you fall down, maybe it's failures there for you. But ultimately, if you keep going, ultimately there will be success for you. So take a deep breath, log off for a bit, and remember sometimes being the tortoise is exactly what you need to succeed. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amisha. Can we please have an applause for Toastmaster Amisha for that wonderful speech? Also, in the meantime, I see that people have switched off their cameras, and I would request them once again to please switch on the cameras and then give her a big applause. Toastmaster Tejashvi, Toastmaster Mahendra Kumar.
Yes, I'm
Can you
on.
please switch on the cameras and give Toastmaster Amisha an applause for that wonderful speech? Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. So keep going and success follows is what I could take out from that speech. Toastmaster Amisha, do you want to say anything?
Yes, after you complete your sentence.
Sorry, we can't hear you.
I'm saying that after you complete your sentence.
Sorry, can you please repeat?
I was saying after you complete your sentence.
Okay, okay. Sure. So, as I was saying, the biggest takeaway for me from that speech would be that once you keep, as you keep going, success follows. And that is what I'm talking about. When you talk about going for our targets, when we talk about following our targets, that is where manifestation and belief comes in. If you cannot believe in your targets, how can you even achieve it? And as I said earlier, that when I was preparing for this speech along with my mentor Toastmaster Smita, the first thing that she helped me to do was to itch in my mind and visualize myself being on that stage. Not She did not ask me to visualize myself as a contestant at area level or as a contestant as division level. She asked me to visualize yourself, to manifest yourself being there at the on the stage of the district finals. And that is what I did. And there's this funny incident about it, that I was participating in online speech contest as well as ISC, the in-person speech contest simultaneously. And I know you may say that's just a superstition, but when she told me this, I started manifesting myself on the stage. And every time the stage was the stage of ISC, I never manifested myself or visualized myself as being in the final at the district level in the online speech contest. And probably that's the reason that I never made it there. I didn't come first in the online speech contest at the division level, so I couldn't make it. And but fortunately, I made it at the in the ISC. I came first in the division level contest, hence made it to the district level. And that is when I realized that there's this manifestation thing actually works, because I even imagined myself what color of blazer I would be wearing, what color of shirt I would be wearing, what color of tie I would be wearing. And I had kept this special tie only to wear in the district level. Since till then I didn't wear this tie. So those were the details that go into manifestation. And I'm not just making it up. I am actually telling you what I was told and what worked for me. I mean, a small detail that what the color would of my tie would be when I would be standing on that stage, I was manifesting that as well. And it actually happened. I carried that tie and I had in my mind that I'll wear that tie only if I would reach the district finals. And it happened and I wore that tie there. So when I stepped on that stage, it was such, because I had already visualized it so much that it was my deja vu moment. And I was like, oh, I have already lived this moment, and not just once, multiple times. And it may be hard to believe, but that is the truth. And even when my turn was about to come, I was roaming out of that room in nervousness. I called Toastmaster Smita and I told her, ma'am, I was not worried at all till last night, but now suddenly there's a rush of emotions in me and I'm not sure what to do. I know I remember my speech, and had I experienced this nervousness, I might have, prepared harder, because I was not expecting it. And the reason for that was something I would share from the movie MS Dhoni, if you have watched it. How many of you have seen that movie, MS Dhoni? Right. So if you remember, there's this scene that MS Dhoni's state team loses to Yuvraj Singh's state team. And when he's asked about it by his friends, he says, हम हम वो मैच फील्ड पे नहीं हारे, हम बास्केटबॉल कोर्ट पे हारे. And then his friends are, what do you mean? So then they show the flashback that his team saw Yuvraj Singh passing by on that basketball court, and they were in awe of him, of the personality that he had, of what they have heard about him, and they thought that they cannot defeat them. And that is where I lost the game. Not on that stage, not in that contest. Lost that finals, I would say, before reaching to Kolkata, before reaching those as soon as I reached the district finals, I would say, because I knew I would be competing against the likes of Toastmaster Nidhi Sani. I would be competing against the likes of Toastmaster Ankit, who eventually went on to win the district finals, who had already won multiple district finals in different districts. Other than that, I mean, Toastmaster Kaushik, who came third. So that is the point I wanted to make, that I lost district finals not because my speech wasn't good, not because I was not prepared, but because once I won the division contest and I got to know that these are the people I would be contesting against in the district finals, I knew that मेरा तो हो गया, मेरे को यहीं तक पहुंचना था और हो गया, अब इसके आगे तो मैं नहीं एक्सपेक्ट था अपने से. And I think that's the reason that I lost, because I lost belief in myself, because I got satisfied. And this is something very personal, and I don't think I have shared it probably with very close friends of mine, but I'm sharing this with you all because I want to show that yes, manifestation takes you to a certain level, but at the same time, when you stop believing, things do fall out of track. So if it's not the positive way, probably the negative way would tell you that it actually matters how you manifest, how much belief you have yourself. And probably so the next time I'm going to participate in contest, I'm not going to manifest myself at the district finals, but probably the finals of World Championship, and hopefully I'll make it there. So now, I mean, that's about the speech contest. And moving forward, I have a few more insights to share, a few more experiences. But before that, let's go back to the next session of our Toastmasters meeting. And now I would like to call on stage Toastmaster Devika Chaudhary, who I have already mentioned about. She once again a belated happy birthday, because we most of us have it, but not there to wish her. I am going to make up for it by wishing her again and again. So I would like to hand over the stage for our table topping master of the day, Devika Chaudhary, a seasoned Toastmaster and someone who comes with a lot of experience, someone who's back after a big gap, I would say, and I'm going to, pursue her again and again to make up for that gap by taking more and more roles. And I really appreciate that I reached out her to, to wish on her birthday, and I requested her that please take a role whenever you are available. And in the very next meeting, she's here as the table topping master. I really appreciate, ma'am. Thank you so much. And over to you, Toastmaster Devika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhil. And sorry, I would not be able to open my video because some issue is there. So, so good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters. And the table topic enables a member to develop skills of impromptu speaking. Table topic helps to train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of table topics speech as a mini speech with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. This also provides a speaking opportunity for any member who is not playing any role in the meeting, and guests can also participate in it. Each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes, and participants are disqualified after 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And I urge everyone to use the word of the day and the uh, phrase of the day as frequently as possible. And now I will for you can participate on your own, and I will give the numbers 1 to 10, and you can choose the number, and I will give you the topic based on that. So first, I will request a Toastmasters, a seasoned Toastmaster, to kindly come up so that everyone can see how the table topic session is. Yes, Toastmaster students. Please choose a number between 1 to 10.
1. Yes, I have chosen. The number is 1.
1.
Yes.
So, if you could go back to time and tell younger version of yourself, what is the one thing you would like to tell?
Just a second, Toastmaster Nupur. Toastmaster Suraj, can you see the timer cards?
Presently, I cannot see that.
Toastmaster Nupur, can you please put the timer cards? Okay, I think she would be sharing the screen, but in that case, you will not be able to see Toastmaster Devika's screen.
But I think now the topic I have understood, so I can go without the topic.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Well, talking to a younger self is one of the most fascinating thing, and I wish we have had the system or we would have the system where we could have gone back in time and then we would have told our younger self. In fact, initially, I am talking about myself. So if I had met, basically, I want to meet my 13-year self, and I would have told that 13-year old Suraj lots of things. But here I will be mentioning that one particular piece of advice which I think that would have changed the life right now I am living. The very first and the foremost thing I would have told myself is choose your better company. Because I do believe that being a person, being a reserved person, I was not that much open to make anyone friend, right? I had very, very rare number of friends in my life, and I think because of that, I could not interact much to the people who were in my surroundings, who were in my class, and who have been in my school and colleges. So somewhere I would have chosen the company where I would have talked a bit more, and that's why that would have helped me to develop myself to another level. Because when you interact with your friends, definitely that helps you to bring the clarity in your thought, and apart from that, that also makes you open, and that makes you frank. And somewhere I just believe that by 20 or 21 of 22 years, I was quite reserved person. Hardly I used to interact with the people in my surroundings, and that still haunt me. Though I have Toastmasters in my life now and so many other people. So I think I'm working upon that. So that's all. Back to tabletop master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. And I think it is, uh, I think most of us can relate that communication is the key, and we should interact so that it should be clear and frank. Anyone else who wants to?
Uma,
Y- yes, Mahendra, Kumar Mahendra. Please choose
can
a
you on
number
my
between
can you on my
1 to
video?
10.
You the host has
I am audible.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Toastmaster number, please choose a number between 1 to 10.
Ma'am, actually, I want to know that my screen is visible.
No, yes, your screen is visible, but the video is not visible.
My screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone who would like to join,
what's the question? Hello, Kuma here. What's the
um,
question?
please choose a number between 1 to 10.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, sir. Please choose a number between 1 to 10 so that I can give
Five.
your question
Number
according to
five.
it.
Number 5.
A 5. Okay. What is the best advice you have ever received?
What is the best advice I have ever received? And if I had put it into practice today, the best advice is to keep my mouth shut, not to keep my mouth open everywhere. This advice came to me some time ago from a very close colleague of mine. He knows whenever I open my mouth, I'll make some mistakes or I'll be attacking somebody and making unnecessary frictions among people. So this is the advice he has given to me. I don't regret. I've been using it very desperately now. But nevertheless, if I still have to say something which I feel I'm 100% right, I will do it, not worrying whom I hurt or how I hurt people. Excuse me. So that is what advice I would have received, and I still use it to the best of my ability. Discretion. Nevertheless, if something is black and you tell me it is white, then definitely I'm not going to keep quiet about it. I'm going to open my mouth and tell you off. It may hurt you, but what I do or what I say must not hurt myself. This is the best advice I have received, and I intend to keep it and follow up to it for time to come. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts. And moving on to the next, anyone who would like to take? Yes, Toastmaster Harpreet. Please choose a number between 1 to 10. Toastmaster Harpreet, would you like to come up with a come to the table topics?
Yeah, sure. Love to come.
Please choose a number between 1 to 10.
8. Number 8.
Okay. Okay. When does silence convey more meaning than words?
Thank you, table topic master. When does silence convey more meaning than words? There are many moments in life when you never find things, when you never find ways to move forward. That may be your home, that may be your workplace. If you have a conflict with your team members, you conflict with your colleagues, just proving yourself right by saying something is not everything. Sometimes the silence conveys everything. If you're silent, you can prove your things better than rather than speaking or fighting over it. A recent example I can show you, I can tell you, in my office, I had a very hot conversation with my colleague for a financial issue. He was shouting at me, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to pay for it. But again, being a respectable member of the team, I kept silent. I kept silent for 4 days. He was speaking, shouting at me, but no, I was silent. 4 days being silent, and he realized Harpreet is not speaking anything. He's not arguing. He's not revolting. Oh, he thought maybe he's wrong. He thought of it. And then he came back to me and saying, sorry, Harpreet, I thought of it and yes, you were right. I was wrong. So this way, if one keeps silent somewhere, you can win the battle, you can win the conversation. Over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harpreet. And I think you were right that it takes a lot of gut to stay silent when you are in a heated argument. So, anyone who would like to uh, take the next topic?
Toastmaster Devika, we do have 4 people who have already raised their hands. They are not on the camera, that's why they are not visible.
Toastmaster,
Toastmaster Puneet,
yes.
please choose a number between 1 to 10.
3. I'm audible, right? Can you hear me properly?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay.
Are you are you more like your mom or dad, and in what way?
Okay. Uh, okay. So the topic is are you more like your mom or your dad, and in what way? So it talks about a family. So we are always close to our mom and dad. Everyone of us. Uh, so if you talk about everyone, people are more close to their mothers because they tend to spend more time with their mothers as compared to their father, because your dad goes to work and he doesn't get to spend a lot of time with you. So it's natural that the person you are uh, spending more time, you tend to be like him. So for me also, I got mixed qualities. I got some qualities from my father. I got some qualities with my mom, but I think I'm more aligned to my mom. If you talk about so qualities like I am a very good listener. I can listen and evaluate things when things are better. I'm more uh, uh, responsible of taking care of things, cleaning up things at home, managing things at home, uh, managing people, managing multiple people in my office. Also, when I'm leading a team, I am more towards managing things around it, all the logistics, all the people arranging stuff. So in that perspective, I'm more aligned or more uh, uh, inclined towards the mom if you talk about qualities. Uh, yeah, so that is all. That is all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Puneet, for your views on this. And I think many people, most of the boys, I think, would they are inclined towards their mom. They inherit more qualities towards their mom. And Toastmaster Alex, would you like to take up the next uh,
Yeah,
meeting?
yeah, sure.
So please choose the number between 1 to 10.
7. 7.
Okay. If you were forced to eliminate every physical possession from your life, with the exception what you could fit in a single backpack, what would you put in it?
So as we all know, this is an era of technology and AI. So uh, I would definitely like to eliminate like uh, many things which bound us to this bound us to this AI and technology and stuff. Why? Because we as we people grow more into this stuff, we are lacking a very important and a very essential part of our life, which is bonding with people and talking to others and knowing how they really are. So this is what I like to eliminate from the physical person, and what I like to fit in a single backpack will be uh, uh, a walkie-talkie or a phone, which can yes can do like everything which which has been in this world, like which is being there as the technology grows and all, and yes, uh, which has a limited features like uh, it can really like we can video call with someone, but can't uh, which has a features like we can video call with someone, but also can touch or feel something, and also I would like to add on is it really necessary to be adding things in our life, or things are in our life which is not important to us, as we grow and realize it is not, and something is some part of it is yes and some part of it is no, because as we grow older and mature, we come to think and understand many things which is in our which is not in our hand, and what we are going through. So this is it by my side. Thank you, and back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alex. And I think it was a great uh, thing that you have said, that it is an urgency that we should start speaking to everyone around us and not looking at our phones, which we generally do nowadays. And anyone who would like to come up, Toastmaster Tejasvi, would you like to take up the next?
Am I audible? Hi.
Um,
Toastmaster Devika, Toastmaster Amisha has already raised her,
uh,
and Toastmaster Manvi also raised her.
Toastmaster Amishka, would please use a number between 1 to 10.
Hi, Toastmaster Devika. I think Toastmaster Tejasvi has already raised his hand before me, so it will be fair if he goes first.
Okay, okay. So Toastmaster Tejasvi, would you please choose a number between 1 to 10?
Okay, then I choose number 1.
Number 1 is already, someone has can speak up.
2. Then it's 2.
2, okay. When you meet someone for the first time, what would you want them to think about you?
Something personally. What you want to. So talking about me, if I meet someone and the first perception that he or she made about me is that I have a nature of helping one. Actually, I have also nature that I suggest more people's. Actually, I many times I feel that I have that much suggestion I have not to give anyone or anyone's because they all have their mind and they may be more smarter than me. So if anyone don't ask suggestions, then I should not give suggestion. But because but they should try to understand that my nature is helping one. Actually, and the second thing is that I don't talk more with people and I don't indulge with more of them. I don't know, but I have some qualities of introvertness. So many times I just talk with them to talk with those who are of work. And many times some of my friends said that you are selfish, you are just only come for this and you said for this and you are only want to talk about this. I said no, I am not just only for this. If you want any kind of help from me, and if I am able to fulfill it, I will definitely will help you. Try to understand this. This is in my behavior that I want to help anyone, and I believe in this thing that um, if you help anyone who is needy, then God helps you. Actually, I am believing in this proverb from since my childhood, and this is the only thing that I want to say to anyone else if he or she meets with me, and if he has any kind of perception to imagine about me, that think about it. I am the one of helping nature. If you want any kind of help from me, I am always ready to to help you, no matters what I get in return from you or no, but I will help them. That's all from my side. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tejasvi, and for your views on it. And I think we should all help someone who is needy, and sure the God will help in not in a way, but I think good things happen and good things take time. And uh, Toastmaster Manvi, please choose a
Toastmaster
number between.
Devika, yeah, sorry, Toastmaster Devika. Uh, we are actually running behind time, so I would request you to please wrap the
Okay,
session up. Right, I'm
okay,
extremely
okay.
sorry to Toastmaster Manvi and Toastmaster Amisha who raised their hands, but in the interest of time, we'll have to end this session.
Okay. Okay. So, thank you everyone who has participated in the meeting, and over to you, Toastmaster Nikhil.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devika. Can we please have a big round of applause for Toastmaster Devika conducting such an interesting table topic session, and especially to mention that I really like the slides that you had prepared for this for making it more engaging. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devika, once again. So moving forward, I would quickly go back to the general evaluator and would like to call upon the stage to share the report and the reports of attack team. Over to you, Toastmaster Jaspreet.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Nikhil. Now, the evaluation, as you all know, will happen in three parts. First will be the evaluation of the prepared speech. Followed by that will be the evaluation report presented. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am, you got muted by mistake.
Okay, not a problem. So I said second would be the evaluation report being presented by the tag role players, and the final one would be the general meeting being evaluated and the commendations and the recommendations happening. So to begin with, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Asankhya Mohan to evaluate his target speaker, prepared speaker, that is Toastmaster Amisha. So over to you, Toastmaster Asankhya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jaspreet. And Congratulations, Toastmaster Misha, for successfully completing your level 3 project, connecting with storytelling. You very well hit the nail on the head with respect to your entire speech and fulfill the objectives. A few things that I have as a takeaway from your speech was how you made sure that the entire overall body language delivery was in sync with respect to your speech, from your expressions to your smile. Even the energy was upbeat. Just one thing that I feel, even if you're not standing, just being a bit backwards, wherein your hands are visible, that will help ensure your gestures are delivered better with respect to the speech delivery part. And when one recommendation that I would like to share at the very outset is, whenever we are sharing something, it's not mandatory, or it's something wherein we can avoid disclaimers if at all possible. Wherein, suppose if you are about to share a story, like you had a start, you mentioned about your parents, then you move forward, you are about to share a story, then before that you mentioned that I would like to share a story, and then you went about your story. So maybe just reducing that part wherein you can avoid saying that and directly jump to the story would help avoid and help you save at least not more, at least minimum 5 to 7 seconds in the speech. Few pointers, few other pointers that I feel: you started a story with your parents, but then eventually moved to an imaginary story with the tortoise, and how, from motivational standpoint, you shared that storyline with us. You had a positive, if I may say, positive connotation to your entire speech. There was a storytelling aspect to your speech, but at the same time, I felt towards the ending was a bit abrupt. So, if I may sum up my evaluation from a feedback standpoint, the structuring of the speech could have been better when we are transitioning from your parents' speech to the other imaginary story, to even ending with a summary. That can be done better, and that would make sure that the recall value of your speech increases. And by recall value, I mean the way you started, ending it with certain pointers, making it a full circle, and making it like a wholesome speech in a way that would help your speech take you help you take your speech to the next level, and make sure that the message is again getting delivered as per the project objectives in an effective manner. That's about it from my end. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanke, for this very lucid evaluation. Now, just one or two points that I would like to add, although he's spoken everything. Expressions were very good, Amisha, no doubt about that. Just one thing I want to ask you, were you reading the script? Were you reading in between the speech?
No, I was not reading, but I have
It was there in front of you. Was it there in front of you?
Yes, it was there in
All
front
right.
of me, and
All right, not a problem. So you can make a cheat sheet, do anything, but don't let the audience feel that you are reading. Because see, if you're looking into the camera, you're looking at the people know that you're talking to them. But if you're through and through and your eyeballs are glancing left and right, so it becomes crystal clear. That is why, when you were not reading, your expressions were on point, very good. But the moment your glance was on the screen, probably wherever the script was on screen or the paper there, so it was very much visible on your face. So let that not happen, because before the audience, you are conscious. And when you are conscious, your expressions go for a toss. You understand what I'm trying to say? So your expressions were really good when you were very carefree, very casual, and you were flowing along with the script. So be open, be cool, be calm. Don't mug up the script. Just put pointers. This, so that you keep going ahead further. We don't know what is there in the script. Even if you forget, we don't know. Just connect it further ahead with this thing. All right. So yes, you're looking at the audience, and he was very right of the abrupt ending. I think you could have used your time more. You ended very much in advance. So you could have utilized your time to give a proper conclusion to it. Now, this was about the speech. Now, since you are there in the meeting, there is this one more point where I want to talk to you. What I want to talk to you about is really appreciate the way you intervene, and you told the table topic master to take up the other speaker because his hand was raised. All right, she called you out, but then you pointed out to the table topic master to take him over. That was really a very, very nice and a kind gesture. So thank you very much for doing that, and keep the spirit up. And I would request the others also to do this, because in an online meeting, these kind of things keep on happening. So we are here to rectify, to correct, and to make the other person feel comfortable. And that too, when the other person is a visiting Toastmaster from another club. So thank you very much for that, Toastmaster Amisha. And I really congratulate you for completing this project, and all the best for your future projects ahead of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters.
And now I would like to call upon the timer to present the report and to tell us that whether everybody was within the time frame or not. The prepared speaker, the table topic speakers, were they within the time frame or not? Can we spotlight the timer?
Thank you, ma'am. My report is as follow. Speaker Amisha has taken time 4 minutes 54 seconds. Evaluator Asankhya Vishmohan has taken time 2 minutes 43 seconds. And table topic speakers Puneet jumped the time. He has taken 1 minute. No, Alex. Sorry. Alex has jumped the time. He has taken 2 minutes 50 seconds. Suraj has taken 2 minutes 15 seconds. Kumar Mahindra has taken time 2 minutes. Harpreet has 2 minutes 15 seconds. Puneet 1 minute 50 seconds. And Tejasvi 2 minutes 4 seconds. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nupur. We'll have all the tag role players, and then I'll present my report about their way of evaluation and whatever commendation and recommendation is required. So now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Tanmay to present the R counter report. Can we spotlight him, please?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jaspreet. I'm sharing my screen to share the report. I hope my screen is visible and the report is visible as well.
Yes, it
Toastmaster,
is.
is it? Yeah. So
Yes,
here's,
it's there. Please go ahead.
here's the timer's report. Toastmaster Nikhil, the TMOD for the day, spoke so 2 times but once and repeated the word very often. The other words that he spoke was the and this. Toastmaster Asankhya spoke are twice and so once. Toastmaster Amisha had no filler words in her speech. So kudos on that, Toastmaster Amisha. Toastmaster Devika spoke are twice. Toastmaster Suraj spoke are once, so once, and repeated the word and often. Toastmaster Kumar had no filler words in his speech. Toastmaster Harpreet had no filler words in his speech. Toastmaster Puneet spoke thrice, so once, and repeated ya often. Guest Alex spoke 4 times. Toastmaster Tejasvi spoke but twice. That's all for my counter report. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Jaspreet.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tanmay. Now, can we have Toastmaster Tejasvi giving the grammarian's report?
Thanks, ma'am. So here's my video sheet report. First of thing that some of the good uses of words grammar, that beliefs and manifestation has turned imagination into reality. This is the thought given by Toastmaster Nikhil, and I really like this. And second thing is consistency win the race. This was given by Toastmaster Amisha, and the few of the words that she consistently used, that telling about how anyone can win the race, like if he is not win, means not fast at or not with means not too much talented, like, so she was using the word like consistency, focus, and patience. These all were in sequence. These were I really like this. And after that, one of the thought that was given by Toastmaster Nikhil, keep going no matter what, keeps going not no matter what. That I really like it. And the word of the day was used by two times, one by Toastmaster Jasprit and one by Toastmaster Nikhil. And that thing that I really want to share that please try to use the word of the day in between. Actually, it's happened that when you use this kind of hard words or things like you seems more confident and it's adds value in your communications. That's the thing that I want to give. And one thing that I found that sometimes one uses was a speakers are, sorry, a speakers is. This is a common mistake error. We can't rectify think that is a big win. Instead, use speakers are instead of speakers in. Someone has uses a word peoples. That is not correct. Instead, that is people. It is actually people is actually called that it is in plural form. Peoples is not any kind of word. People is already in plural form. This is the two things that area of improvement I think that where we need to work upon. After all, that's all from my side. Back to you, Postmaster Jasprit.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tejasvi. Now, a big round of applause for all the tag players who did their job. They were on their toes throughout during the meeting and they were able to bring up their report. Now, I would like to add my two bits about this report that has been shared by all of them. I hope I'm audible, everybody.
Yes, ma'am, you are.
All right, fine. But then why are all the screens black, all the tiles black? Everybody is off camera. Or is my network so weak that I cannot see anyone? All right, anyways, let's go ahead. Fine. I hope I'm not such a boring speaker that everybody went away. All right, fine. So very quickly, the three role players, the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian. So first of all, when we are presenting the reports, let's inculcate a habit of screen sharing. The report to whether the timer or the R counter already did it on a sheet, it was shared. The grammarian and the timer can do it. We can practice it. We can have it as an experimentation thing if we've not done this earlier. So you'll see the meeting becomes even more crisp and the VP Education can connect with me. I'll guide you on that, how this can be done so that everything is being noted down. And when the report has to be shared, you immediately share it, let everybody see it, and then put it in the chat box so that everybody can access it later on as well. And second thing, let's not read the report. We've shared it. Let us not read that this one said this one took this one. It is there. Let us add little bit of commendation or recommendation. Am I right? So that is what is going to add value. If I'm telling that this much, this one did this, it doesn't make any sense. And at times, we have speakers speakers coming from different parts of the country. Probably somebody does a lot of and we put it over there 15 hours and 20 ums. At times it becomes embarrassing for people and he may not even come to our meeting again. So just show it. Let us not speak. It's there. Or better, since still what we can do is 5 plus, 5 plus. Underneath that, below that, we can say 1, 2, 3. Because the purpose is to empower people, not to embarrass people. Fine, let's think it over. Let's experiment on that. That I think will make the reports really very, very crisp. That was one thing. Now, another thing is what I feel, rest you people are good enough to decide and judge, less of screen sharing to happen. That takes away the entire essence of the meeting. Okay, so the timer cards can be changed as the change of the Zoom background. That makes more sense. That becomes more visible and becomes easily accessible for everybody. Otherwise, we were just trying to, during the table topics, one screen was here, the other screen was there, and then the speaker was there. So let's try practicing these things one by one. I think the meeting will become a bit more professional and more meticulously taken care of. That is what I feel. We can just step by step, we can take baby steps and move ahead and work towards that. So that is one thing. And now let's take, acha, yes, cameras have to be switched on. I can understand 2 hours becomes a long time. We need to rush here, there, attend to something or the other, switch it off, but do come back. Switch it on in between, because whosoever is the speaker, whether the Toastmaster of the day or a table topic speaker or anyone, it's a kind of motivation. Because the moment we switch off, acha, okay, fine, you've switched off due to some reason. At least keep on giving the emojis, so that otherwise I'll feel I'm talking to black tiles all across and all my motivation will go away. So how can I, what kind of a respect I'm showing to a guest speaker who's there as a table topic speaker here? Fine, so we can go off on, but then at least show some emojis, come back, show some presence that yes, you are there. So that is again another thing that can be done. Now, very, very quickly, I'll just talk about different role takers. First was Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms, I think she is a new role taker because just recently the installation happened. So she's trying to do justice, but a little bit more of the fine tuning is required. And one thing is there, let's avoid saying the TM or the PO. Let's say the Toastmaster. Let's say the Toastmaster of the day, right? Let's say the table topic master, because that is what is the decorum of the meeting. Because right at the start, if we start using abbreviations, that gives a wrong connotation to it. Then was the presiding officer. And presiding officer, yes, did a good job, interacted with the guests in the meeting. And yes, you were really very candid and lucid about your role when you were talking about that. And yes, I can see the club growing by leaps and bounds under your guidance. That's what I'm looking up to, Toastmaster Nikhil. And yes, as the Toastmaster of the day, the topic that you picked up was also equally beautiful. Manifestation in today's time, creating a good aura, positive vibe. That is what the world is talking about these days. So yes, thanks for bringing that in front of us, reminding us about that. So that was again a thing which was really very well done. Table topic master, wonderful topics. The only thing that was a little bit tricky was the screen sharing part, because when I visit a club and take up a role and I think, okay, I'll do it with the screen sharing thing, I don't know how many other people are coming with that same thought process the way it happened over here today. The timer also had to do the screen sharing. The table topic master also had to do the screen sharing. So let's not be dependent so much on these things. And what can be done is that I'm speaking the topic, and while speaking, I'm putting it in the chat also. So that I think will solve this kind of an issue. We can work on that. Otherwise, topics were really very good. Each and every topic, sent me back on a memory lane. That is those kind of topics she had brought up, which were really very good. And one suggestion to everybody, even if I'm not taking up a particular topic, I'm not a speaker for that topic, but how can we practice table topics as any topic given to anyone? Just put myself into that acid test. What would I do? How would I have taken the topic? What is this person's take? Would I have thought of this? Why not? What would I have thought of it? Would I have been able to justify the topic in the given time? So that is how that role becomes really very meaningful during the conduct of the meeting. So I hope I have covered all the role takers, or am I missing somebody? Toastmaster Nikhil, have I missed anyone? I think I've covered it.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody's covered, right? So the in-between tidbits also I've given. Otherwise, the meeting was really very well done. And okay, now the behind the scene kind of a thing, whatever glitches were happening were being taken care of. Somebody asking for the link, somebody asking for the passcode, or some role taker dropping out. Things were happening at the back end. That is what a good, work is, where people, a good kind of a teamwork where the others don't come to know what is happening, but at the back end, the speed breakers are coming, but then we are trying to navigate further ahead in the right manner. So looking up to such meetings more and more coming up in the future. So with this, over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Nikhil.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster, Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Jaspreet, for that detailed, I would say, analysis of the whole meeting. Thank you to all the tag team members for such detailed reports and the very, very fundamental thing with these reports is to improve, to give a feedback to the speakers, to the role players. And I believe you have done a great job, and hopefully we all will learn from our mistakes that you have pointed out. And going forward, the quality of the meetings, the quality of the role playing, the quality of the speeches are going to improve. Thanks to your feedback once again. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Jaspreet, especially for taking out time to be the general evaluator for today's meeting. I understand you have another meeting, as you said. So hopefully I have managed to, release you before that meeting. So in case you want to join that meeting and drop, I would drop off from this meeting. I will completely understand that. And once again, thank you so much for taking out time, Toastmaster Jaspreet. And I would request everyone to please give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Jaspreet and her tag team.
Thank you
Moving
so much,
forward,
Toastmaster.
sorry.
I said thank you so much, Toastmaster Nikhil, for these nice
You're
words.
welcome.
Encouraging words, I would say.
Always welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much. And just wanted to check with the tech team if the polls for the Lionheart role play, yeah, they have been launched. So request all the members to please give cast your votes. And in the meantime, as you know, I mean, I've already been speaking about the journey that I had, and as I said, all I lacked at the district finals was belief, and that is the biggest example that I mean, I believe this journey has given the biggest example to believe that belief leads you, manifestation leads you to your goals, and at the same time, lack of belief and lack of manifestation can again lead you to failure. And I have experienced both the both the things in this season as the ISC contestant. And once again, I mean, I'm really glad to be a part of the district finance, and I would like to extend my thank you to all those who have been there to support me, Toastmaster Smita, starting with Toastmaster Smita, for all that time that she has put in helping me prepare those speeches. We have had sessions as long as 4 hours, to be very honest, that went till 1 a.m. And she was just a call away whenever I needed her, even before, just before I was about to deliver the speech. So thank you so much once again, ma'am. I really wish that you would be here in this meeting, but again, it's okay. So thank you so much. Thank you. I would like to extend my thank you to all the other people who helped me. Toastmaster Manvi had helped me a lot with her inputs, with her insights. After every single speech that I gave during this season, and she was so prompt that as soon as my speech ended, she reached out to me and asked me to calm down, that okay, this went well, this went wrong. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Manvi. Toastmaster Archita has been a very good support throughout this journey, because I still remember when I won the division contest, I could see her teary eyes, and that makes you feel okay. It's not just about what you have achieved; it's a respect that you have gained. So I still remember that moment, and that moment will remain in my heart for a very long time. Same goes with someone who is already present here. Very big coincidence. Toastmaster Bhumi is here. I can recall her teary eyes, as well as then Toastmaster Dev, and then those who supported me. Toastmaster Jatin gave me some very valuable insights. So thank you to him as well. And anyone, I mean, I have missed to thank. I would like to thank you, all of them. Toastmaster Asankya, obviously, for bringing me into Toastmasters. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been possible. So thank you to all those who have supported me, and hope all those who are present here, could take at least one takeaway from this discussion, from the experience that I have shared, and hopefully TMs. And another very fantastic fact about Toastmasters Club of Lucknow that I got to know: in the last three contests, we have managed, someone from the club has managed to go to the district finals in one contest or the other. Toastmaster Smita, followed by Toastmaster Jatin, followed her. Then I reached the district finals. So I hope that someone would again rise from this club and will keep the tradition going. And I would like to wish all the best to all the members of the Toastmaster Club of Lucknow, and all those present here. And with that, I would like to pull the curtains down on this Toastmaster of the Day session, and would continue as the presiding officer, and would like to request the guests present here to share their insights, what kind of experience they had today, starting with our speaker, Toastmaster Amisha. I would request all of you to please keep it very brief as we are running out of time. To Toastmaster Amisha, would you like to say something about today's meeting?
It was really good, first of all, listening to you. It was really detailed to listen all this manifestation and really believing about ourselves, what we have to do. It was a good meeting, structured very well, and it lasts.
Thank you. Thank you so much to Toastmaster Amisha. Uh, let's see who else we have. I think Toastmaster Tejashvi, maybe you would like to say something. You're on mute, Toastmaster.
I was trying to speak, but I found that okay, that's all. So I really found some kind of improvement in myself. This is about the second time when I play the role of grammarian, and I really get a good feedback that I should share my screen where are the areas of improvement. Actually, I found 3 or 4 things that I really like. These words are phaser. That was good, and I was keep my eye open that where I can find mistakes. I was properly checking the errors of tenses, but I didn't find anything. So I was not able to pin this uh, what call my reports that these are the areas of improvement. That thing I really likes, and I think next time can I play the role of TMOD?
Sure, we would love to, but I think there's someone who has already nominated. I'll just check with Toastmaster Suraj. He's not here. If there is no one who has nominated already, I
Actually,
would definitely give it to you.
you do one thing that after if you have nominated 1 or 2 times, next meeting, 1 or 2 meetings have been nominated the role of teamer, then you do what after that one, put my name.
Sure, definitely. I'll check
Okay,
with
if
Toastmaster Suraj.
second or third one is totally booked, then put for
Yeah.
the third time is mine.
Sure, and thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you so much for taking up that for nominating yourself for the role. And once again, I would like to thank all of you who are present here, who took out time to be a part of this meeting, those who have left, and all the role players for that. And with that, I would like to request Techmaster to please share the screen and share the awards for today's meeting. So the award for best speaker is obviously, it's pretty obvious. We had only one speaker. It goes to Toastmaster Amisha. Then the next award is for the best TT speaker. It goes to Toastmaster Suraj. He has also left. He had to go somewhere. He dropped me a message. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj, and congratulations. And the best, again, we had only one evaluator. The award for best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Asankhya. And Asankhya is here. We can probably take a quick snapshot if we can switch on the camera. Toastmaster Asankhya, are you there? Yes.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Can you please take a snapshot, Toastmaster Manvi?
I took the snapshot, but you are looking a bit confused.
Yeah.
Can I request you to please
Then
smile?
we have next, we have. So next we have the award for best role player, Eagle Eye role player. Award for best Eagle Eye role player goes to Toastmaster Tanmay Singhal. And again, thank you to Toastmaster Tanmay Singhal, who took the role at the very start of the meeting only. And the last award for best Lionheart role player goes to Toastmaster. Okay, it goes to me. Thank you so much for all those who voted for me. And with that, I would like to close this meeting. And Toastmaster Janta, as I mentioned, she's still occupied with getting a room up to speed and still struggling with the all that stuff that is lying out there. So once again, thank you so much to all the participants who were part of this meeting. And with that, I would like to officially call off this meeting on behalf of Toastmaster Janta and would request Techmaster to please stop the recording.